welcome to Flexible Games, where we are kicking off a new series in Automation Empire. I wanted to start covering this sooner, but the trip that I took, the timing was just so off. So, yeah, I want to get this covered. Very interesting game. Not a whole lot of depth, but still some challenges to automation and logistics. So, I would like to do one here. This Rocky Hills one has got quite a lot of space. I did play it like for about an hour just to get a feel for the game and everything. And yeah, basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to run through the game once. And, you know, all these other zones are fine and all. But, you know, I don't know if there's a lot of replayability. And we'll get into that. We'll get into that a little later. So we're going to do a new colony, and we're going to start this on FG Auto Empire. All right. Starter mode. Let's leave that on. Challenge mode is off. Challenge mode adds taxation. Well, I just want to automate stuff. You know, I don't want to deal with too much. If you're unfamiliar with the game, start with the basics pre-built. That's fine. You start with less money. If you do starter mode, you start with less money, and then the money it takes to get back up to the starter mode, you basically start with the same amount of money. So it's the same amount regardless. So we're going to start with starter mode on. And start. So yeah, the game doesn't have a lot of depth. There's been many channels that cover the game, and I understand that. And looking at what is available, I want to do a good, you know, once through run through, and yeah, we'll start with this. We need a 3-month weight output of 30,000 kilos. Yeah. Okay. So we have a single bot working here. Let's get this stretched out a little bit. So we want this to be an unload station, because you're going to unload it from here. So it's kind of weird, but let's get 4. All right. So basically, let's see. We have. How do I want to start this here? So we have trucks that come in, load up, and then leave, and that's what gives us money. So we want to. We only have $41,000. So the start of the game is a little slow because stuff is expensive. Like that's 15 grand for another one of these. So that's 15 grand. We're gonna need a pipe, transfer tube, and then we're gonna need a boxer, like so, and then we're gonna want another unload station. No, unload station. Yeah, see, we're already running out of cost here. Can I do another drone or two? Unload station, high priority. They don't grab the things unless there's a priority to it. Not the most efficient setup, but we've got more crates now, and now they are heading out. And if we look at our resources here, you can see coal ore, which is what we're mining. We've got a 20% increase in price, but this will go down as we supply it. So we're supplying it now, and let's see how much money we get. $7 grand. I mean, not the best in the world, but let's do another one here. And then maybe one more bot. We can support 4 bots on this thing here. There we go. Yeah, they're a little far away, which is understandable. All right, so our basic money is set up, and we have no way of making the game faster. So we want to try to think of how can we speed this up and get us some more money. Now, the cool thing is, if we destroy stuff, if we demolish it, we get the income back. So we're able to run through quite a lot now. We might be able to support 2 trucks. That's 10 grand. That's a little far away. It'd be a long ways for these guys to cruise. But we're slowly building up our money. There's power. We have to pay for power. There's the power station. This will actually build us quite a good amount of money to start. Now, research is something that we could look at. So here are the researches. This is all the research that you get. And yeah, very, very limited amounts of things that you can do. Waterworks is one of them. And one of the reasons I took this map is we've basically got all of the resources here. I mean, we got lots iron, and look at all the coal over here. Tons of coal. More iron, more coal. There's some gold. That's one of the reasons I grabbed this map, is I knew that there was some gold on here. And we're going to be using that for some of the like late tech. There's a little bit more over here. But there's lots of space, and that's one of the reasons why I wanted to use this map, is good amount of space for factories. Okay, so now we're building up a little bit of money. Want to try to figure out if there's a way to improve this without interfering with my income. Because yeah, if we're rolling on income, and if we stop that flow of money, we'll quickly run into bankruptcy. As you can see, we're actually able to produce enough to keep these bots going pretty good. This is about a 1-to-1 relationship here. So you get 1 every 10 seconds. This uses 1 every 3 seconds. So, I mean, you could probably support 3 of these on one of these crate makers, because they can produce pretty fast. All right, so we're still rolling the money. We're getting a little less income now because I'm guessing coal ore. Yep, down to 17%. So we're gonna be hurting unless we start ramping up production a little bit. So one thing I want to do over here is let's get a miner going. That's 15 grand. Okay, let's get a transfer tube, and then we're gonna do a small container. Like that. And that will start filling up this small container with that coal ore. So we got plenty of boxes. I should be able to put down another one of these very, very soon. As far as getting the trucks in faster, that is going to require some research. Right here, 50,000 research points. And we'll get to research in a second here. So I want to try. Let's see. What's a good spot? If we do another truck thing over here, a good spot for these is going to be. Let's see. Right about. Well, right about here. Because we're going to need a crate maker over here. So right about there. Okay, I would like to turn this stuff off. I'm not sure if we have enough money to get this ramped up or not, but we definitely have enough cargo. So I'm going to stop. Well, we might not have enough. Let's start getting this going here. So we're going to have an outflow pipe, and we're going to have an inflow pipe here. And we're going to get this started. We're going to start with mine track. Now, eventually I want to wrap all of these in. So I'm going to minecart this way. Something like this. And we're going to go across like this, right? So this will deliver this coal ore. We put a minecart on it. It'll fill up. Head over here and take it out. It's like so. Now I want to put a transfer tube here and a crater wherever it may be. There it is. Like so. Unload station. You can't bend these out, unfortunately. It would be nice. This might be a little too far back here. I'm going to delete this really quick. I might need to offset this back a little bit more. Let's first of all get this thing unloaded. I don't want to delete. Because I need more crates. Because we're going to be pumping a lot of stuff through here. So I don't want to mess with that too much. Get that powered. And we're going to have high priority. And we're going to delete this and this. So they should basically stop producing. And then we're going to delete some of these. Because I need to offset this thing back a ways further. This took a lot of space. Okay, empty. There. That's just severed this connection over here. So yeah, how much is left? 5 is left in here. Okay, so destroy. No, I don't want to destroy all crates. That empty crate, as you can see, they dropped it. If an empty crate reaches the end, it basically destroys the empty crate, which is just fine for what I need. Let's take this out. All right, everybody's going to load up. Oh no, don't push him away. Yeah, the pathfinding, the poor bots, the collision detection and the pathfinding are a little derpy. This bot just refuses to drop his stuff off. There we go. Okay, now we could either do a storage over here. I wonder if we could fit one in the middle of this. Ooh, we might be able to. Do this. And then a transfer tube that way and a transfer tube that way. Beautiful. Okay. So then we were going to want a push pipe here. A minecart. Let's switch it over one. Like so. Okay, now this guy is empty. Let's clear these out. Now I want to set up a boxer like way back in here. Will you guys stop moving so I can place something, please? We're going to place that there. We are going to put a tank on it this time. We've got a little bit of money. So let's put a tank. I don't think we can connect it like that. We have to have a transfer tube. So let's take this tank, put it there, and an up tube. And we're going to stretch this out. Okay, so now we're going to have 5 of those guys rocking it. Actually, we only need like 3. Well, I'm going to do 4 just for reasons. Okay, now we want some unload stations. We want a good, healthy amount of those. So this is going to be high priority. Now we can have more of these. We can have one on this side and one on this side if we really want to. We can ramp that up. But this thing is 1 every 3 seconds. So not sure. We have 3 of these going 1 every 10 seconds. So in that 10 seconds, we can do 3 of these and a little bit more than that. So once it's caught up, we shouldn't have any issues. Now we could probably get away with having another one of these things. Let's do none and then coal ore. The other thing we can do over here is set up a research system. So here's a research bay. And we're going to set this thing up right here. And we're going to have a pipe pulling in right here. There we go. So the first one should come in here and grab like that. And, you know, he has a little bit of internal storage. Yeah, 8 of 8. So he's good. We're draining this one now. This is good. So if he has 8 of 8, he shouldn't really pull any more in. Yeah, see, he's good. Now that he has 7 of 8, he might pull one more load in, just like, well, I guess not. I guess he has to have, well, if memory serves, the minecarts hold 2 each. So we might need to wait until this, yeah, there it is, 8 of 8. So, yeah, we're doing just fine. You are high priority coal ore. You guys can load up, please. And now we're gonna need more bots. So well, these are not cheap. These are 10 grand a piece. And we're at 12 of 40 on our supply, which is fine. There's 4 more. All of the bots. Yeah, the only thing I wish in this system, I wish these guys could pick up from more than one place on the belt. All right, so we have research going. Now, I'm sure if you've watched other YouTubers do this, you have to get the research points up to this spot before you can claim them. Okay? Anything over this, you can claim them, but they have to be here for whatever reason. There are reasons involved. I'm not sure what they are. But I think this spot here is in roughly the 20,000 range. And then the max, I don't even know what the max is. Now our bots are cruising along. And as you can see, coal ore, we're delivering, each crate is 1 kilogram. When we start moving up in the world, we'll get to refining, and that'll be 10 kilograms. So we get a bump in the amount that we get out of it. And coal ore, as you can see, now we're down to 10%. So we're earning less money for every one that goes through, unfortunately. And the first thing we unlock is the refiner, which is 20,000. It's not bad. It's basically getting this thing up once, unlock it, boom, you've got a refiner. And the next thing, step conveyor, those are handy. All right, now I think we're finally making some headway on our processing here. Doing just fine for research. And the trucks seem to be coming in relatively smoothly. And what are we at for our output? There we are. We have right here 3-month weight up 114 kilograms. So we're not. I mean, the goal is 30,000, so we're a ways away. All right. And I probably could afford to put another processor on here, except we don't really have any more coal coming in. I mean, we got more down here, but that's I want to use this for a bigger refining setup. Because again, you know, when you level up in tech, destroying all of your old stuff, you know, unless you have a massive amount of money saved up, not wise. Because, you know, the refiners require factories. We need to build a factory, and those things are obscenely expensive. So yeah, we need to bide our time and have a system at least making us a little bit of money trickling in, and then we can start, you know, building out something else. Because, you know, when we start going to coal, we're going to get a nice bump in money. As you can see, we're getting $1,000 per unit. So this is $6,000 here. But when we go to actual refined coal, we're going to get $1,600 per crate times 6. So what is that? 32. That's 40. Instead of $6,000, it's going to be 36. It's going to be $9,000 or something like that for a little while, until coal obviously runs out or runs down to, you know, no bonus. What is this? Ash, green grass. Yeah, there's a whole farming thing in the game as well. All right, so we have a good amount of income. I'm going to let this research build up and then get a little bit of money in the bank. And then next time we'll come back and maybe start some refining. But yeah, we're gonna need a hefty amount of money for that to happen. I was right. It's about 20,000 for this dash. It's not an exact number, but it's close. All right, well, that'll do it for this episode, and I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.